What has been the feedback from buyers on their new home at the Strand Thonglor Condo? Tanya Chearavanond, CEO of ONE.SIX Development and creator of the Strand Thonglor, gives us her insights. Who have the buyers been in terms of their demographics and what have been their motivation?
hmm So I think definitely during the pandemic, we saw that it was a real demand kind of market. So people who, were truly looking to move out of their parents' house, or people who were ready to purchase a condominium, especially when there were discounts going on, they thought that it was a good opportunity to buy. Um, and I think that's also the reason why the luxury segment have been able to kind of maintain their customer base because they're really tapping on a real demand where people are not just buying out of, investment purposes, but to live in, to have that luxury of space and things like that, or to be purchasing it for their children.
Are these foreign or Thai mostly?
During the pandemic, most of our customers, at least, have been Thai. I think that's due to the fact that people weren't able to travel and actually see the product itself. When we're talking about a luxury segment, a lot of our customers want to see the real thing. They don't trust, just looking at a brochure or on the website, which I think that's fair. So, yes.
What has been some feedback you've gotten from buyers or people that have come and looked at it?
Um, Maybe I'm not too good at marketing, but a lot of people they say that what they see on the internet or what they see on our website, the real thing is way nicer. So
I think so.
yeah, yeah, and I don't know whether it's because it's hard to capture something that is more texture related. Like we don't have a lot of colors or things that you can really
Like focal points or gimmicks to really focus in on.
right. But then when you come to the actual project, you can kind of feel the different textures and sort of the heart that's put into the development and the quality that we give.
I can see that because it's hard from afar to really see like how solid something looks or the texture, right? Like texture is very important, but
It
you don't
is.
necessarily because people, a lot of them, they're looking at it from their phone, right? And it's hard to see that.
Exactly.
But that being said, this project, at least among the English-speaking crowd, it's not as well known as maybe some on the riverside and all like that.
Mhm.
So yeah, it might be a marketing issue or something.
No, I think also, during the pandemic, which was when were launching the project, we were doing in construction during that period of time, was a time where we didn't do too much marketing to the foreign buyers
Uh-huh.
because we just knew that it was unrealistic for
That's
them
true.
to make, a purchasing decision of this value through the internet. Like that's
True,
just not
yeah.
fair for the customer either. They need to really come see it themselves.
Yeah,
And that's kind of why we think it's a good time now to kind of reach out to those
yeah,
markets and kind of introduce our brand again,
yeah.
and invite them to come see it. I think especially people love our rooftop. It's got kind of a very resort feel, even though we're right smack in the front of Thonglor Road and it's very busy down there. But once you get upstairs to the 27th floor, there is this feeling of peace and calm, and you kind of just feel like you're somewhere else. You've been transported or
Mm,
transplanted somewhere else. And that was intentional. We wanted to kind of create that divide, between being in the city and also having your own kind of retreat at home up here.
what are some things that people have been very impressed by that maybe surprised even you?
Mhm. I was really surprised with the low defects that we have in the units. So a lot of the time, everybody warned me in the industry that transferring is the toughest part of the job. Building it, designing it, all of that is fun and games. But when it comes to actually having people pay up for the units and when they're coming to inspect the units, that is the biggest challenge because they're gonna find all sorts of defects in your in your unit. But we've been extremely lucky, and I don't know if it's because I'm very much involved in
Lucky or prudence? Probably.
no, I think it's because I'm so heavily involved in the
Yeah.
QC process. So I go around inspecting every unit before it goes to the customer. And before we lock the doors and then it gets sealed off and then we don't touch it anymore. So every customer who have been transferring the units and have come to look at their unit that they purchased are extremely happy with the quality, and most of the time they just move right in. Like they don't have to do anything much else to it.
Nice.